Martyrs Demetrius, his wife Euanthia, and their son Demetrian at Skepsis on the Hellespont. Commemorated on September 11th, after St. Cornelius the Centurion, September 13th, was baptized by the Apostle Peter, he retired from the world and went preaching the gospel together with the Apostle Peter, who made him a bishop. When the Apostle Peter, together with his helpers Timothy and Cornelius, was in the city of Ephesus, he learned of a particularly vigorous idol worship in the city of Skepsis in the region of Troas. Lots were drawn to see who would go there, and Cornelius was chosen. In the city lived a ruler by the name of Demetrios, learned in the ancient Greek philosophy, hating Christianity and venerating the pagan gods, in particular Apollo and Zeus. Learning about the arrival of Cornelius in the city, he immediately summoned him and asked him the reason for his coming. Cornelius answered that he came to free him from the darkness of ignorance and lead him to knowledge of the true light. Demetrios, not comprehending the meaning of what was said, became angry and demanded that he answer each of his questions. When Cornelius explained that he served the Lord and that the reason for his coming was to announce the truth, the prince became enraged and demanded that Cornelius offer sacrifice to the idols. The saint asked to be shown the gods. When he entered the pagan temple, Cornelius turned towards the east and uttered a prayer to the Lord. There was an earthquake, and the Temple of Zeus and the idols situated in it were destroyed. All the populace, seeing what had happened, were terrified. Demetrios was even more vexed and began to take counsel together with those approaching him about how to destroy Cornelius. They bound the saint and took him to prison for the night. At this point, one of his servants informed Demetrios that his wife Ianthia and child Demetrian had perished beneath the rubble of the destroyed temple. After a certain while, one of the pagan priests by the name of Barbates reported that he heard the voice of the wife and son somewhere in the ruins and that they were calling for Cornelius. The pagan priest asked that the imprisoned one be released in gratitude for the miracle worked by Cornelius, and the wife and son of the Demetrios remained alive. The joyful Demetrios hastened to the prison in the company of those about him, and seeing that the bonds of Cornelius were loosened by an angel, and hearing him praising God, he fell on his knees and declared that he believed in Christ and asked them to bring his wife and son out of the ruins of the temple. Cornelius went to the destroyed temple, and through prayer the suffering were freed. After this, the ruler Demetrios and all his relatives and comrades accepted holy baptism. Cornelius lived for a long time in this city, converted all the pagan inhabitants to Christ, and made Eunomios a presbyter in service to the Lord. Cornelius died in old age and was buried not far from the pagan temple he destroyed.